Hello, welcome to Mrs. McNamara's Reading Binder. It's me, your host, Mrs. McNamara, which is weird saying out loud. And this is my binder. So number one, the first thing I want to go over is the organization of my binder and why I chose to do that. So first you can see the orange tabs right here. These are tabs for before reading literature activities, during reading literature activities, and after reading literature activities. You can see that all of these handouts that we had in class are all put into order in this section. I thought it would be most helpful to organize it that way because when you're going to do a literature activity, you want to be able to look at something and think, okay, like what should I do first, what should I do next, what should I do after. So it's an easy, clear way to organize lessons, and you can go there. I also put the pages in order from like the most tactile like objects to like more like quick draws and quick writes, so that it's like, oh, I need something that's visual, I'll go to the front of the before section to introduce my lesson, and I need something that's more tactile, I'll go to the back of my after section. So that is how I organized it. Next we have how to teach. So it's teaching reading activities. So this is more of like segmenting, decoding. Then we've got helpful hints, handouts, and tricks for special ed. These are things that I thought would be really helpful, like this special education teacher support inventory that we received throughout the quarter, just for like generally setting up a classroom, reading literature environment, a really rich environment. Next, we've got general literacy notes. So these are the podcast activities that we got in class. This is the ABCs of curriculum-based measurement. These are great, like quick resources. For example, I just gave my student an assessment. What is their Lexile? There it is. And then I can know what grade that corresponds to quickly. So this is like a reference guide. And I also have like the task analysis in there for simplifying a text. Then we've got assessments in the back folder. When I'm a real teacher, I'm going to make a separate binder of assessments that I can organize more in depth. But I just have the ones that we practiced in class, and I have them in order right now from phonemic awareness all the way to like reading levels. So we've got the core phonics survey, we've got their examiner, and it just keeps continuing to the back. Fry words, this is reading lists, reading inventories. Then we've got over here the curriculum handouts and explanations, and I focused really on Read Naturally because that's the one that I reviewed and that's the one that I love. So that was number one. Now we're going to go to number two. I want to talk a little bit more about the reading in these front tabs. I think it's really helpful. The reason why I did it before, during, after, instead of, for example, maybe like all hands-on activities, all graphic organizer activities. I did it this way because I think that it would be really helpful for one, teaching a lesson, and two, it's really organized from within those categories, from really hands-on, like the 3D drawings, the book boxes, to more of like the quick draw and quick writes, picture carousel, stuff like that, where it's more like visual and requiring like writing skills. Then we've got during reading, same thing. We've got the more hands-on ones in the front, and same thing for after. So I really like the way that those first, I think a highlight of the binder is these first three tabs are really organized. Next, the curriculum. So I think that this section also, so this is number 3, my third highlight, the curriculum handouts and explanations. I think that this is one of the most important sections of my binder because in this class, I got the opportunity to review Read Naturally, and I really like the way that it is. And so I have this thing that we got in class about Read Naturally steps and some examples. But I also went and I asked my CT to put together a packet. So this is something that, this is like a task analysis she made for her students. This is in the inside of one of their folders. Then this is an example for how to retell a story. So I think that is really cool too. It gives them sentence frames. This is a summary frame for the students. And then this is how they chart their the words that they read. And then this is how they follow along with the Read Naturally to see what their next step should be. They fill it out. So I really like the way that she runs the Read Naturally in her class, and I think I'm going to use that when I become a teacher, because when I reviewed Read Naturally, I realized it was really great. And it's a really good thing for building fluency, and maybe not as much, it's great for fluency and comprehension, maybe not as much phonemic awareness, but you might need to, you can always use another curriculum to supplement that. So that's my binder. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you tonight. Bye.